Most entertaining beef of 2011. You guys.
It's definitely not this one, so I'm taking this one off first.
Amber vs. Vibe Mag doesn't count because Amber Rose can't read, so the written word is always going to be
She's not even a real celebrity.
I believe she can read, but I just think nobody cares.
Nobody knew about it. It was
Nobody
nothing.
knew about that beef. I had to look it up when it was a topic.
Fuck Amber Rose, literally.
Exactly.
Next topic.
This is so fresh and new. I can't.
Wait, that was yesterday.
This just happened.
Yesterday.
The fact that you have to ask what happened means it didn't happen.
Waka Flocka shouting out Wiz Khalifa, talking about he's all hype. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle charcoal, that's a motherfucker.
I gotta take this one because this is more of a fail than a beef. This shit right here, Cannabis taking shots at j.cole, and then the initial Facebook apology on the Marbury cam that he shot, and it was just the lamest shit ever.
I don't think that's a fail. I think there's a triumph in Cannabis being able to pay his cable bill. The fact that he has internet in his shack means wonderful things for Cannabis.
Cannabis, you're like 42, my nigga. Chill. Get some chill in your life. j.cole's probably about 24. Nigga ain't did nothing to you but put out good music.
All right, Cannabis, you went at j.cole, but then you came back and apologized. There's no respect in that.
It's
and
the
you
year of that.
Listen, there's no respect. If you're gonna come at somebody, come at them. Don't go back and apologize. He said, wait, but Cannabis said it's a cold year and you're the reigning king, and pointed at the camera like, after you just dissed him, you're mad because you didn't get a stack for a verse.
Nigga, you was beefing with LL Cool J. Nigga, LL Cool J done did about 4 movies. He's on NCIS LA. And that nigga just put out another song that featured on NCIS LA. Back the fuck up, you midget. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's well known that j.cole bigs up Cannabis anytime he gets a chance to. He's one of his favorite rappers growing up. And to see that, you know, nobody even know what Cannabis was doing for the past, what, 12, 13 years? 15. 15.
But Cannabis said, in my head, I had him mixed up with Shine. When that happened, I was like, isn't he in Brazil? I was, oh, wait a minute.
No. Shine's the prime minister of Brazil.
Yeah, now we're talking about it longer than Cannabis's career. I'm going to be the one to take this off because everyone expects me to take this off. So I'm just going to do it. I'm taking this off. Game versus Jay. Only because to have a beef, one has to know who the other one is.
Can't be one-sided. Nobody cares.
Who's next? Tyler Perry and Spike Lee had a beef?
That was the best beef of the year.
No.
Are you kidding?
No.
He called Tyler
versus Mars Blackman? What? With Tyler and Spike, I feel like it's a legitimate beef because it's based in reality. They have legitimate reasons to oppose one another. That's what a beef is about. So if that's the most actual legit beef on here.
Nah, son. Chris Brown and his cousin was Frank Ocean?
All right.
Yo!
Frank Ocean and Chris Brown and his cousins, because these R&B motherfuckers are beefing harder than the rappers are supposed to. Like, we got gangster rappers who went bust a grape, and the R&B dudes are riding through the street, throwing it up, telling this dude to pull over in his Benz, BMW, and like, let's get it popping, you singing ass son of a bitch. You want to pop shit? We right here in the building, let's get it going. And they actually had to have somebody squash it. The funniest part was, it was Game. The Game squashed it. Right before he turned around and did somebody else.
No!
We're taking this one absolutely.
No!
It doesn't count. No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Why not?
Because the second you threaten to sodomize a man, not even do it yourself, have your homie sodomize somebody, the fucking beef is over.
No, that's not. Let me tell you. Any beef that
Just because y'all like ass fucking don't mean we want to talk about ass fucking. This one doesn't count. This one doesn't count. Pick another one.
It was just comical, like, especially the aftermath where Ray J was going off like Tupac style, where he was just dumbing out and saying he's gonna get Fab raped and get his like gay thugs on him and everything. And then Fab was real cool, and then Ray J said he was gonna force Fab to apologize, but then ended up apologizing himself.
No, wait, look, any beef that takes place with someone, you gotta keep it.
Pick another one.
Listen, the moment any man...
Pick another one. Pick another one.
No, the moment any man says he's gonna get another man,
Alright, another
beef.
one.
Like,
That's not beef, that's sausage.
that's beef.
If you threaten to rape me, then goddamn it, you win. There's nothing for us to talk about anymore.
Put it in their butt.
If you say, hey, I got homies that fuck other homies, guess what? You won the fight, my nigga. Congratulations. Me and you have nothing else to talk about. Because I can only take you at your word. Talk about your Bentleys, Hey man, I got homies that fuck other homies you are. I bet you do, Ray J. And I don't want to find out if the nigga's lying, if he's telling the truth. What happens when I find out? Then I've really lost. So I lose because I engage in it, but then I lose again because Ray J's niggas is trying to bend me over. No, that's not beef. Fuck it. I said fuck it. Pick another one.
To me, the most interesting beef was the Fab and Ray J one. Only because every facet of media touched it. It was on radio, it was on TV, it was online, and then it lived for more than a day. And it went from like a Twitter thing to a physical thing. A lot of the things that we have here were just like Twitter, he say, she say things, or some PR person released this and somebody said that, and then people back out from it and whatever. So to me, the one that got physical, the one that was funny, that had jokes that people still can joke about.
Sierra and Rihanna, that lasted 2 seconds on Twitter.
If it's only on Twitter, it's not a real beef.
So then
real beef.
Let's take everything off.
Chris Brown and Raz B.
No, that went real.
That was legit.
Sodomy enters the conversation. We gotta take it off the board. Once ass fucking gets out of the conversation.
This homophobic guy.
No, let me just say it. Don't get it twisted. Sodomy is a usable tactic in
The fuck it ain't.
What kind of beef are you with?
Sodomy's a useful tactic in beef. What kind of monkey shit? You ain't never shot the fair one in your life? Yo, if this nigga come through here one more time talking that shit,
I'm a son.
I'm fucking him in his ass. What kind of shit is that? No, that's off the board too. No. We got our top. What the fuck?
I'd like to actually take off Steve Stoute versus the Grammys only because
The Grammys don't know Steve Stoute exists.
Exactly.
I didn't
He's
say
mad
that.
off the Grammy snubs. Why?
I got you tan in
I
American
didn't
nigga.
say that.
What was it? Because Kanye.
But the reason why I take it off is because the Grammys didn't even bother to reply.
What the fuck?
But he had a full page.
Because they don't know Steve Stoute
Fuck
exists.
about
Don't worry, Steve. We'll send you a bottle of champagne.
He was actually also talking about Bieber. It wasn't just rap music.
It was Kanye. It was Bieber.
Nah, all respect to Steve Stoute.
So we're left with Tyler Perry and Spike Lee, Luda, Big Sean.
Are we keeping the top three?
Yes.
So which
Chris
one
Brown,
are we
that's
taking
valid.
off?
That's valid.
So we're taking off
Michael Rappaport and Q-Tip. Yes,
Yeah,
why?
right.
Because Q-Tip turned around and endorsed the project.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Yes. So there
is
are our
definitely
top
shit.
three.
You gotta put Ray J back up there, man.
So our top three beefs of 2011 are
your booty one day.
Luda versus Big Sean and Drake,
No, you gotta get
Tyler Perry versus Spike Lee, Chris Brown and his cousins versus Frank Ocean,
against you on that one, man.
and
I'm taking down. I'm sorry.
who you taking
I'm
down?
gonna take down this.
No,
That was whack. I'm going with this. These were the three beefs that people cared about. Fab Ray J, Chris Brown and his cousins that was gonna beat the hell out of Frank Ocean. Hey, Tyler Perry. This was a real beef to y'all? This was a real beef?
Yes. It's
Why
a real
was this a beef?
They recorded it.
Artistic merit to it.
Yes.
It's
I don't agree with that.
You don't have to
This was a beef.
All right, here's what we gonna do.
I agree.
Here's what we gonna do.
I got an indoor pool and an outdoor pool, and I got 3 cars, and Ray J just talking just reckless. You know what I mean? Like as far as rants go and radio rants and just hilarious, Charlie Sheenish type of rants. Like Ray J shot himself to like the top of the list with the Power 105 thing, and trying to make Fabolous apologize, and him getting more Tupac-ish as the time went on.
It had all facets of media talking. We need to speak on
really
this.
quickly, just for a moment.
Step out the room.
Here's what we're gonna
talk
do.
about
No. Here's what we're gonna do.
Or I'll sodomize.
Go ahead and tell your one. Go ahead and tell your one booty joke, and then we can be done with this. Because I know that's why you want to back up on the board. So go ahead and tell that sizzling ass joke.
Listen, all of that gay shit, whatever they was talking about, I ain't with none of that. That makes the beef
so
real.
it's over.
That makes the beef
it's over.
That makes
The fact
the beef
that you ain't with
real.
none of it.
And the fact there was a phantom punch or something happened.
There was a whole big mystery on whether or not Ray J had punched him, and everybody was analyzing the video after the Fab performance, looking for the eye jammy and everything.
Mayweather and Fab spent 60 grand at Perfection that week when it happened.
Oh.
The Fab and Ray J
It's
beef
all
was like
fake,
the
they're
beef
friends.
that spawned a million Twitter jokes. There was
listen.
the money team that was singing One Wish with a bunch of niggas in the room that with females that may or may not have been there. There was the booty warrior jokes. The beef was more than sodomy,
that
right?
beef was bigger than
wasn't the
sodomy.
I got 7 Rolls Royces outside. Then 30 seconds later, he had 10 Rolls Royces. Then 10 seconds later, he had 15. He was like, What's the point if you have 100? It doesn't matter. Did you hit him or not? If he didn't, okay. Then, and you know, in hip hop terms, people be like, "Oh man, Fab got hit by Ray J. He didn't swing back, so he's a bitch."
This was the biggest beef of the year.
It was.
What did you say?
Listen.
It was the what?
It was the biggest beef.
What? It was the biggest argument of the year.
Fab and Ray J.
Crumbling it up so
Right. And Luda and Big Sean and Drake.
I love this beef right here.
Okay.
It was real.
It was real because it's when the fade went mainstream.
The fade was such like a hood term. That was something where yo, just take the fade. When he went up on him, or rolled up on him with the flip camera, on Frank Ocean, the BMW, and it was straight gangster, unnecessarily hood moments, especially coming from a guy like Chris Brown. It wasn't necessarily him. He made it happen on Twitter. He was talking all that garbage with him and just pretty much provoking Frank Ocean and the whole Odd Future crew.
Chris Brown and Chris Brown's Minions versus Frank Ocean. It just hit on so many different levels. I mean, rappers are supposed to be the fighters. R&B singers aren't supposed to be fighting. So in a time when rappers start beef on Twitter or Facebook, sorry Cannabis, and then retract the beef almost as immediately as they started, but you have R&B people really thought of for the longest as the softest motherfuckers out to take it to the streets. Like, they ran up on this dude in an ice cream truck outside of a studio. How real is that? Shit hasn't been that real since, God rest the dead, Biggie and Pac. I said it. Real as beef since Biggie and Pac because it went to the streets. That's beef to me. I can talk all the shit that I want to all day about anybody and their mama, and if we don't see each other, that's not beef. That's two niggas talking. The second that it gets real, that you damn near run a motherfucker off the road and you're talking about take the fade, catch the fade, and you got your soldiers in skinny jeans. I don't know if that's much of an army, but they're soldiers in skinny jeans. So you got your army ready to ride for you. That's a real beef. So that's the realest beef. It might be the realest beef we see for 5 years. Unless Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus get into some real knockdown, drag out, ridiculous shit, that's gonna be the realest beef ever.